Huge updates from the BLUM airdrop. They have just released their tokenomics, and this is not the regular tokenomics we see all around. But of course, in this video, we're just going to dive into it and break it down bit by bit. Anyways, guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Inoko Kidney Ray, and welcome to another Web3 video. By the title, thumbnail, and everything, we're talking about the BLUM airdrop. TGE is coming very soon, this June to be precise. Tokenomics just came out currently, and we're going to talk about that right away. I know you guys have been mining. Mining has finally ended. Snapshot has happened, of course. So the next thing after tokenomics, of course, is TGE and listing. Now, what they just posted today has made me change my stance a little bit on the BLUM airdrop. We're just going to go quite right into it. But before we do that, make sure you smash that like, share the video, and of course, type also your thoughts in the comments section. So of course, let's get right into it. As you guys can see my screen now, we're now in the BLUM Cryptos community app on Telegram, of course, and you guys can see it. Total token supply is 1 billion BLUM. Now, first of all, I'll say this is a win. It is a win already. 1 billion is not too much. It's easier to work with the token when it's not 10 billion, 100 billion, or 1 trillion. Let me first check it very well and see if I'm very correct. It's just how many? 1, 2, 3 ahead. So it's just 3 zeros. So we have 1 billion BLUM over here. Now, of course, the most important thing about this tokenomics, nothing concerns us with the whole tokenomics. We want to know how much is for the community. And now there's one thing I want you guys to now readdress your gaze to. We have been in the Web3 space or the cryptocurrency Web2 space, tokenomics and this, yada, yada, for a very long time. For a very long time. One thing I want you guys to draw your attention to is whenever a project says 80%, 70%, 60% for the community, just know that that is very, very shady business. First of all, it is not good on the project side, only if that project is, what name are we going to give the project? The cheerful giver. Only if, and they are honest at that, only if. Otherwise, that is already a pure scam. And when I mean scam, it doesn't mean that it will not list. It will still list, but it is pure scam. Anytime the tokenomics is giving so much out to the community, is either the project is going to fail just after listing. That's why you see all those very serious drops, or rather, the team themselves are part of that 80% community or 30% community, or 60% community. But anyways, I mean, look at the BLUM's airdrop. Tokenomics is live. 20%, only 20% of 1 billion is reserved for the community. So that is already very huge. So 20% of 1 billion is what? Of course, 200 million. From early supporters to traders and meme-powered explorers. No team or investor unlock at launch. So this is to say that there's of course loads of, there is loads and loads of investors. There's also loads of tokens going to the team, but nothing will be unlocked at launch. So this means that only we, the community, have the opportunity to actually sell our tokens when it launches. Okay, let's go into the big picture and see what we're talking about. What are we talking about? So strategic investors 15.81%, no unlock at launch. Community 20%, contributors 16%, treasury 28%, ecosystem and growth. So apparently it's much more on the community side that will be unlocked at launch. But now, here comes the twist. Now, we are thinking that those 200 million will be given to us directly. No. Now, the full breakdown is here. You guys can open the blog post, but let's just do it from here, okay? Let's just do it from inside here. I'll post the link to everything in the description below so you guys can also read it for yourselves. I mean, most of you are already on the BLUM community app already. So they said 20% total supply is for the community. So now let's think about it once again. 200 million for the community. They now said 50% is allocated to the pre-launch airdrop. drop game, referrals, meme powered users, and other activities. That is meme points, um, Bloom points, referrals, and other activities. So referrals will get huge load. So just be taking notes already. Me and you that we did not get any referral, we have already started losing out already. But anyways, next thing is they said 50% is reserved for post-launch rewards. Now, they're saying 50% of this 20%. So that's 10%. So 10% will be pre-launch. So that's 100 million will be going out in the pre-launch and another 100 million after the launch. So which this now even means that on that day of launch and listing or whatsoever, only 100 million Zoom points will be able to be sold. I mean, apparently, given the fact that we are not counting the other things, I'm saying only from the community side. Then they're saying 30% of the pre-launch airdrop unlocks at TGE with the remaining 70% vesting linearly over 6 months. So, guys, now, not even all the 50% will be able to be cashed out at TGE, only 30%. So that's a very minute percent. That's around 3% or even less than 3% of the total supply will be unlocked at TGE. So that is crazy. So this means that whatsoever you guys get on that day, whatsoever you sell, it would not shake the Bloom market cap or the fully diluted volume. It would not shake it at all because only 30% to be able to be getting out. Looking at this plan already, I think you guys can already say that this looks like a well thought out process. They do not want the token to fail. They do not want the launch to fail. Now, the only most important thing now is the TGE. If the listing price is poor, all of these things doesn't still matter. It doesn't still matter. But if the listing price is really nice, even after selling your tokens, everything will still be very beautiful. But everything depends on how much market cap Bloom can actually gather. Next one is ecosystem growth, 20% of the total supply. That's another 200 million will be going out for ecosystem growth, liquidity, developer incentives, product integrations, a strategic expansion, including token liquidity across exchanges to support LT market activity. So 19% unlocks at TGE, 81 best are over 48. So let's now add another 19% to what will be unlocked at TGE. So you're already calculating it. 3% of the total supply will be unlocked at TGE. 19% of 200 million again will be unlocked at TGE. So you understand. So we're going up a little bit. Treasury as well. Treasury used to fund product development. Only 10% of the treasury pool unlocks at TGE. So guys, this is really beautiful. I mean, not so much at all will be going out on the TGE. It shows that they've actually planned for the project to be a very long-term one. Yeah. And contributors again, 12-month cliff, 16% will be locked. 12-month cliff and 24-month linear vesting. Crazy. Strategic investors, 9-month cliff and then 18-month linear vesting. No unlock at TGE, no unlock at TGE. So that's almost what? 30% no unlock at TGE. Another, this is crazy. So another, let's say 20% no unlock or 25% no unlock at TGE. That's almost 55% no unlock at TGE and so much more. So this is actually crazy, guys. I think the tokenomics is making a whole lot of sense to me. This is really good, well thought for the project, for the project, not for the community. I mean, for the community, that what they're giving us depends on the listing price. But basically, looking at the project from this perspective of the tokenomics, they are doing a very good job in my own opinion. Now, this is coming from the perspective of Bloom. For the community, we want more tokens. Or rather, we want just good listing price. We do not care if you give us just 5%. Just list at a very sweet, delicious price. And, we can cash out and see some small rewards from what we've been mining for a very long time. will be very positive about that. That is what we, the community, actually care about. And trust me, this is also a huge statement, because if Bloom actually does well, you can expect a majority of people to actually still stay and actually fuck around with the Ton ecosystem using Bloom as our major exchange. I myself am very, very conversant already and very used to the Bloom meme pad, the Bloom trading bot. I think if you guys check over here, it's here. The Bloom trading bot is over here. And once we try to open it, you guys are going to see the information it's going to pass across. It says you are in. We will notify you as soon as you get access to the Bloom trading terminal. So this is a terminal, probably like, let's just call it the DEX, or I think the Bloom will be actually CEX. But anyways, whatsoever it is, this is what it will be. And I'm thinking that you having a lot of Bloom tokens will be giving you some extra edges and fees when you're trying to do transactions. Cats, it will be very, very nice. It will be very, very nice. And of course, if you guys don't know me, I still do some little one or two. And of course, I'm still even doing trades currently on the Bloom trading bots, the Bloom impact and all. So I think it will be very, very nice. But of course, I think that is basically it about the tokenomics. There's not so much more to say aside from what we have just discussed right now. Now, the last thing is that you guys know that during the updates or after the snapshot, they made sure they removed the daily check-in. So there's no longer daily check-in currently, because of course the ones that we had prior to the snapshot is what they are going to take into account. So currently you just have your Bloom app, just normal. Earn tasks are still there. Meme pad is there, token wallet, and that's pretty much it. And of course, you guys can already buy tokens from the Bloom token page over here in market cap. You can see USDT, Baby Doge, NOT, and so on and so forth. Of course, you can already buy this thing. So for example, if we click buy here, let's say we want to buy NOT, we're just going to use our Ton to buy it. So it is simple as ABC. So guys, I think that is pretty much everything I want to say in this video. Make sure you drop your thoughts in the comment section. Are you bullish or are you bearish on the Bloom airdrop? Thank you so much once again. Have a wonderful day. See you in the next one. Peace.